executive of the Charlie Lake Conservation Society, with me this morning. Good morning, Glynnis.
Good morning.
And I've also got Bruce over here as well. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Deb.
Thank you both for being here and for always arguing about who's doing the talking when both of you come on here. You've got this wonderful plant walk coming up. I think you told me this weekend, and if not, it's very soon. Correct, Bruce?
This Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Wonderful.
And we're meeting out at Beaton Park near the Whiskey Jack Nordic Ski Club Day Lodge.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to be joining Simon Andrews, who is a local biologist. And Simon just led our bird walk a couple weeks ago, where we had at least 20 people get up for 6 o'clock in the morning to go out and listen and see some birds.
Did that surprise you that there was 20 people?
No, I think people are pretty keen, and they like to bring their kids out to experience it as well.
Yeah. Was there, just out of curiosity, and we'll get back to the plant walk in a second, is that a good time to like listen and find birds early in the morning, like as the day goes on?
Yeah. As soon as the sun comes up, it's just perfect when you start to hear all the birds singing.
Gotcha. Okay. Very
so
cool.
4 o'clock in the morning is better.
Okay, so even better. You thought maybe we won't ask everyone to come out at 4 a.m. though. So he's leading this plant walk. I suppose a similar idea, pointing out the various plants in and around the kind of the Beaton Park over there, eh?
Yeah, and specializing in the edible and medicinal plants.
Okay.
So I think it's really quite interesting for everyone just to see how bountiful our woods are.
Yeah, like how much foraging you actually could do on your own once you kind of learn what's out there.
You bet.
Can you give us an example of some of the things he might be pointing out to people who go on this plant walk?
Glynnis, can you remember?
He just points out the really, really common ones, like there's roses, all the different things you could do with roses, and dandelions and plantain. And some of the other less common ones, he points them out, and then he cautions. He's really good about cautioning people. So our forest is full of a lot, and he just pulls kind of the most common ones that you can find.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you kind of walk around? Because I know there's lots of trails out there. Is it kind of an easier or medium trail that he'll lead everyone down?
Yeah, it's an easy hike along the ski trails.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the only issue is it's not really wheelchair accessible just because it's uneven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. And what time was that again this Saturday?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Do you need to register or anything ahead of time, or is it just kind of drop in?
Just drop in.
Okay. And also, finally, how long is the walk in theory going to be?
It's usually about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. Excellent. So again, that's at the Beaton Park and at the ski lodge, I should say, is where you're meeting this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. But you've also got some other great things happening, I think, in the near future you wanted to quickly mention as well. Eh?
Absolutely. So the walks we're doing with the Whiskey Jack Nordic Ski Club, but we've got some events that are coming up with BC Park. So on Parks Day in July, we usually get together with some of the student rangers, and we put on Curious Critters of Charlie Lake. So we're down by the picnic area, and we explore what's in the lake and what's around the lake.
Awesome.
And then we always have our bat walks in August. And we're looking forward to doing a mushroom walk in August as well.
Awesome.
So we have a fellow named Gary Hunt, who is coming out of Kamloops, and he's going to be leading a walk for us.
I see. And I suppose it's similar sort of foraging, but also just the variety of mushrooms that grow out here.
You bet. And I'll just point out that we don't forage in the park, but we do look at what's available in our woods around us. But something special this year, and I'm going to turn this over to Glynnis. We're going to be doing a special event or events.
One of the things we really want to do this year is get people out to do some journaling, nature journaling.
Okay.
So we haven't got any dates set yet, but we're going to be planning them. We want to have a couple in July and maybe one in August. We're going to set dates here very soon this week, and then we'll get out some posters and things. What we really want to do is get people to start getting out into nature, listening to it, smelling it, thinking about it, feeling it, and then doing some recording. The recording of what we see out there is really, really important. And there's a lot of non-scientists, just people, we refer to them as citizen scientists, who are out there recording their observations for the future. Mm-hmm. Things are changing, and we really want people to get out. I don't know if there's this new concept out there called forest bathing, where you go out and be bathed by the forest and the environment. That in itself is great. I can attest to that. But getting out and recording what you're thinking about and feeling and seeing and hearing is really, really therapeutic, and it's good for the future.
Yeah, because I suppose, as you mentioned, for posterity, future citizen scientists can read, at this time, this is what the area around Charlie Lake looked like. Look how it's maybe changed since then and since this person recorded what they saw.
So what we're playing with what is the best form, and what kind of form do people like for journaling, what works. And we want to try out a variety of different kinds, and we want to get feedback from people about what really works for journaling. In the future, the big vision is for us to create sort of a journal, a calendar journal for people that we can utilize, but we don't know the format yet. So we're going to encourage people to come out and share what works for them, what they like. So we're really excited about that. We'd sure like to get 3 or 4 sessions in this summer.
Yeah.
I wish I had the dates today, but we'll have them really soon. So once we get dates, we'll put them on a poster. We'll get posters around town. We'll put them on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And we'll get the word out. The museum has been a great place for us to get our word out, put some posters there, so it's a good place to look as well.
Absolutely.
Anything else that I'm forgetting?
Well, we also do activities with the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Elisa and her crew. So we're looking to plan some events as well with them for the summer.
Okay, so even more to come. All right.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy summer for you guys.
Yeah, it's busy, but it's it's such an amazing country to be outside in the summer, and we're really looking forward to getting in touch with lots of people this summer.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think you've already said it. The best place to kind of keep up on all this is follow the Charlie Lake Conservation Society on Facebook. And you guys are always welcome to come back to talk more when you've got dates and whatnot. So always a pleasure. Anything else you want to say before I let you go this morning?
Well, I think we live in a beautiful part of the country, and we're just happy to share what we see around us, especially in the watershed.
Awesome. And I'm so glad you do. And you come here for a few minutes to talk a bit about it. Bruce, Glynnis, always a pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Thanks,
Thank you, Deb.
Yeah.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 10421 10th